Santa for flowers. Just think about Santa, only it's not Christmas. There's no Christmas tree. Her Christmas tree and her gifts are flowers. We have Rosemary in the house. Rosemary Kimunya from Kenya Flower Festival. Rosemary, tell us what Kenya Flower Festival is all about.
Hello, good afternoon. My name is Rosemary Kimunya, and Kenya Flower Festival was started in 2019.
Yes.
With an aim to inculcate a culture for flowers.
Yes.
We had to start from the beginning. We had to start from where it begins. In Africa, we still struggle with the idea of flowers.
Yes.
So we came in to support the local market, and we realized it's not just about the local, it's African. So we are now inculcating that culture.
Yes.
Through flowers. So we host a festival every year. We've done three. We have done 3 now.
Yes.
And we've also launched a movement. I would call it a movement called Sip and Arrange.
Yes.
Where if you look at some of the events today, people are including flower arranging as part of an activity.
Yes.
So for us, that is a win because culture starts from that point. Yeah.
I love it. When is this year's edition of the Kenya Flower Festival?
It's on the 4th and 5th of October.
Yes.
2024.
A little later in the year, but we have time to prepare. Right. So what should we look forward to this year's edition of the Kenya Flower Festival?
So this year we are looking more into trade.
Yes.
And when we say trade, we mean because at the end of the day, we in as much as we want to inculcate the culture, we still need to trade with each other. We still need people to make money out of this.
So you're bringing the industry players together under one roof?
Yes, and especially the florists.
Yes.
Learning how to do the flowers, because that is one of the things that I know is missing in the market. We may be exporting, we may be the best exporters in the world.
Yes.
But we are not doing the value addition for our flowers. Our flowers are going with thorns, with with everything from the shamba all the way to Europe, and I think we need to add some value addition.
Yes.
So for us, we want to bring in that conversation on the table amongst the growers and the florists, and of course the government to be able to have a conversation around trade in flowers.
That's nice. I love that. And do you have any keynote speakers? What is going to be different this year as opposed to what you did last year?
Yeah, so in the previous editions, we've always had a theme. The first in 2019, the theme was around breast cancer awareness. Wow. In 2021, the theme was on hope, because that's when COVID-19 was at its peak. So we had a theme around when hope blossoms.
Yes.
Last year we were on blooming sustainably. Of course, sustainability was a big theme last year in the whole globally. It's a conversation that we want to still continue talking.
True.
So this year now we are into trade. So last year we definitely hosted the Ministry of Environment, and so this year there are conversations we are already almost getting there with the Ministry of Trade, and of course the players in the industry. We have Kenya Flower Council, who we've always partnered with, and we are looking into having such conversations to see how that conversation would go.
Yeah. And now that's the Kenya Flower Festival is the larger conversation, the umbrella. Me, I'm more interested in the more socially closer to home one, that is Sip and Arrange.
Yes.
How often do you hold this soiree, Sip and Arrange? And when is the next one? And how much if we want to come and sip and arrange? Mostly the sipping part, but yes.
The sipping part. Sipping could be anything. Could be tea,
coffee,
could be wine, could be coffee,
tea.
anything. So whatever you'll be sipping, you'll be definitely arranging flowers.
Yes.
So we didn't host the Valentines, which was supposed to be our it's actually where we started. Last year we did Valentines, and then we did Mother's Day. So this year we did something different. We plugged into Galentines. If you saw the Galentines,
which is really big. Rosemary, please shed some light.
Yes, please.
So
on this Galentines business.
It happened on
internationally.
Saturday.
I've seen internationally.
Actually, it's an international conversation. So I plugged into that event. It's organized by the Black Tie Events.
Yes.
And so we plugged into that through flowers, and so we decided we plug in so that we also support, in as much as we are creating the culture, we want conversations around women, around because flower at a large, I mean, all the petals represent women, and how we are resilient and strong. So The next one will happen, the sip and arrange, the next one will happen in May.
Yes.
During the Mother's Day. For us, Mother's
around
Day
that period.
is actually quite huge. And we usually host a mother-daughter flower soiree where you come and arrange, with your daughter.
Oh, that's so cute and playful.
Enjoy. Yes.
I asked Absolute a question yesterday, and I would want to ask you, is it odd for a woman to buy a man a bouquet of flowers?
Never.
Who's not sick?
In fact, they always say it would be a nice surprise to receive flowers.
Yeah.
I have many friends who actually today I'm actually planning to go and deliver flowers to them.
To
and they are
men.
They are my friends.
We were talking about them yesterday here on the show, and we were telling them it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay to show a man affection.
Having
flowers.
guys digs with flowers. Even you as a chick, when you're walking, just be like, hey.
Yeah, this dude is
probably what you need to look at is the colors. Now you not go with the feminine colors. You try and look into flowers that have more of greenery, even plants. Because when we are talking about flowers, we also talking about ornamental plants,
like the orchids,
and all those kind of masculine kind of flowers. But they also enjoy the roses. To have them on their dining table. So, and even in the office, they would appreciate, just a vase of flowers in the office.
I don't know who decided flowers are for women. I don't know why, but I just think they are because we buy flowers for our daughter in our house. My daughter is a little bee. She loves flowers. She loves very bright colors. So I find it very odd. I ask myself, if I had a son, would I do the same? And how would he feel about it? So thank you so much for coming on board to Spice FM to help us spice things up and love on everyone around us through flowers. We have our first winner here. I don't know if you can sit with us throughout the show because we do not know Kenyan timers. They will be here till whatever time. You can do the ones you can, right? Because they are your flowers. But I want you to be part of the conversation. Absolute asked the question. Absolute, go ahead and ask what you asked us today.
Yes, what is your ideal Valentine's Day date? How would you like to celebrate it? How would you?
Yours, Rosemary's.
Rosemary's.
Put
not
your CEO hat aside.
Not everyone's. Yours.
Mine. Of course, I'd want to receive my flowers early in the morning. Of course, it's really hot out here. I don't want my flowers to come looking all
wilted.
So receive them early in the morning, and then that already kickstarts your day. Hopefully, when you're still in the house, But if not possible, then at least in the office in the morning. And of course, go through the day and maybe if it's like my friends or if it's my other half, I would expect maybe through the day we just reminding each other of the gratitude moments, the appreciation. And if you look at the flowers we have today, I've been very intentional not to bring in red roses.
Yes.
Not for anything really. I know the red rose still represents the Valentines.
No, it's good to have versatility.
And for Kenya Flower Festival, we are really trying to actually show people that you don't have to just have roses. You can actually have variety of flowers. Like today we have lots of lisianthus. I know most people would think those are roses. They're called lisianthus.
Yes, and they come in a variety of colors.
Yes.
They're very beautiful.
So I'd want to, if I'm receiving a bouquet of flowers, I'd want versatility in terms
love lilies.
Of colors.
I love lilies. I think they smell divine.
You
have visitors after. If you have a window, you have the bees, they will come. But I love lilies. I think. What's your favorite flower, Rosemary? Since flowers are your trade, what's your favorite? I know it's like asking a radio presenter what's your favorite song, but if you had to pick, okay, let me make it easier. If you had to pick two flowers, what two flowers would you pick? Flowers are so many varieties. So even if I was to say roses, I have specific roses that I love. I love the garden roses. Yes.
The scented ones.
Yes.
But then, of course, I love the lisianthus. If you look at every bouquet today, they are lisianthus.
They're very flamboyant.
They are the most... You'll not find these around. So those are my second best favorite. But of course, I love all the flowers. Orchids are my, everything. It depends on when and where. So
they're very delicate. I kept one for 2 years. I actually had 2 reports, and then I traveled, so I left it with. He was my boyfriend then. Now he's my husband. And if he's listening, he killed My orchid. Her name was Mimi. Then he tells me, but then I gave you a baby. Which one is more important? I'm like, wow, look at this dude. But he was the one who bought it originally. Yeah, a moth orchid. It was really nice in the house. They are very delicate to take.
Yeah. You should try the planters. Was it a planter?
No, they came in the
air.
Yes.
Okay.
I know you know the ones that don't grow in the soil. Yeah, so that one. I'm going to tell you a story, a very short one as we get into music with Absolute. Mrs. Museveni is an orchid enthusiast. She has an entire room full of orchids. The ones that you're saying that are suspended in the air ones.
Yes.
It's so gorgeous. Do you have a secret garden somewhere in your life?
Yeah, in my mother's compound.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a space where I've just dedicated, and my mom is very kind to just take care of them as well, because I got the green thumb from her. She's a farmer. So yeah.
That's beautiful, Rosemary. So Rosemary is going to stay with us. She's the founder of Kenya Flower Festival. Her name is Rosemary Kimunya. She's the one who's been gracious enough to love you with flowers. We've been asking you every single day to tell us who is most deserving. Who do you want to spoil a little today through flowers? So you're going to stick around. We'll give I think there's someone I can see behind me. If you're not on spicefm.co.ke, you'll have to log on and see. Pengine mtu wako amenominatiwa na mtu mwingine. Ukae tu. Drama is like spice. You have to live with it.
Spice.